So what do you do when your hairstylist slash client slash friend texts you with this text message?
We're trying to freaking finish the other side of our house and salon finally.
Salon, she's a hairstylist.
But we're stumped. I need to pick apart someone's brain because my husband's trying to start framing yesterday. Oh well, I can't decide what to do.
If you're me, you start asking a lot of questions, measuring things virtually, and reimagining the space between text messages and floor plans and sheer willpower to see how can you help your hairstylist slash client slash friend. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Taylor, and today we're tackling something that's really fun. We're solving design puzzles for a real person in a real space. So I recently had someone text me in a bit of a panic, kind of late at night, and she was trying to figure out how she was going to convert what used to be a garage. Now they're wanting to use it as an extension of their current house because they just had their third or fourth kid, and so they're trying to meet the demands of their growing family. So like I said, this space used to be a garage at one point. They've never, I don't believe, used it as a garage. I think it was closed up before they bought the house, but regardless, it's never been a part of their house when they've been living in it because it hasn't been insulated and there's been no drywall, and it's just kind of been this additional space that's collecting things, and that is where their laundry room is. So they're finally wanting to utilize that space so they can have all their kids in rooms and be comfortable. So her big question is, how can she transform what used to be a 2-garage situation into a 2-bedroom situation, and also kind of better utilize their laundry room that is kind of in the same space. And as a designer, I was super excited to be getting these texts, even though it was late for me, and help out a friend. So I'm gonna show you what I was working with and the very quick solutions that I was able to come up with in, like, I think we pretty much figured out within 24 hours how she was going to move forward so her husband could actually start framing and they could get their renovation process started. First, we're gonna look through this video together. This is kind of their back door. No, not their back door. This is their side door. This is not like their main front entrance into their house. You can see she's showing kind of like that is the main area of the house. And then to the left here is where this was once a garage. All 4 of these front windows, you can see, well, I can see that they used to be like single garage doors. And yeah, there's all these windows. Insulation is now in, and it's pretty much a huge blank space that they're needing to redo, or not redo, but that they're going to be putting in drywall. So again, that's towards the front of the house, and over here in the back left corner, that's where their laundry room is. Now, once we kind of get over there, you'll see that this space is very, very tight. And it's kind of just been collecting a bunch of stuff. So when they are doing the laundry, the swing of their laundry door nearly gets to that opposite wall. So there's really no function that for them to do their laundry. This is something that we call human factors. You have to take into account how the body takes up space when you're utilizing certain appliances or drawers and cabinetry, etc. She sent me this video along with a few other things. She's a very creative person. She did a good job, like, kind of giving me the things that I would need very quickly so I could start looking at it and making arrangements. So one of the first things that she sent me was this kind of like overall like floor plan of the bare bones necessity. You can see that not the front door, the side door that we entered in originally, and then to the left, that is the huge space that used to be the garage. In this space, we're looking to put 2 bedrooms in with closets. They were kind of hoping for like a desk space potentially, or like a mudroom, laundry room, which could have been with that laundry room that's that right side that's really squished. This was great. There was all these dimensions and a general like foundation of the home that I could start plugging things in and seeing what would work for the space and their needs. Like I said, they're a growing family, so they really were wanting 2 bedrooms in this space, but they also think that they might be having more kids in the future, or they might need their kids to share a room at some point. So they wanted to make sure that there was going to be enough space that it could accommodate multiple kids in a room. Because they hated the laundry room space so much, they were willing to knock down that wall so they could use the space. So I took that into consideration. She also sent me this floor plan that I believe she made to kind of like give me an idea of what they were currently thinking. So you can see there's this kind of like really long hallway and an entrance to both bedrooms on opposite sides, and then the laundry room, she has it circled because she was trying to figure out like, what do we do with this space? And on the very bottom of this space, towards the like 4 different windows, you can see kind of like this darker rectangle, and I think that she was envisioning that would be like a desk for like a study area for her kids. Something I forgot to mention is that very back door leads out to their backyard. So there's that to also keep in mind. She also sent me her kind of going through the idea of like taking down that wall for the laundry room and kind of coming up with like this open concept plan for her laundry room, so it wasn't just like hidden away in a corner. The way that she kind of rendered it out here was a little less like built-in and custom, but she was kind of getting inspiration from that. On the right side of the doorway there is kind of like the study area that she was envisioning, and then the left side would be that laundry, not a laundry room, but like that laundry space. So that was all the information that I was kind of working with and wanting to utilize. So now let's move on to kind of like the 3 concepts that I put together for her. One thing that I hated about the original floor plan that she showed me is that long hallway. That is a ton of dead space, and I felt like we could really utilize that space in a better way and make it more functional. You can see that I kind of addressed that here in space number 1, where I cut that hallway so that bottom right hand corner, instead of that leading into the bedroom and using up that space, I made that into a closet, and I cut off the hallway so you'd be entering that bedroom a little bit sooner. Yeah, the walk-in closet, and on the very bottom of that particular closet would have been a window, so you get really nice lighting into that closet space, and it also makes the room a whole lot bigger because you don't have the closet taking out space from the room. Then I kind of did something a little bit different with the laundry room. So I again kind of moved the doorway down into closer to the main hall entrance instead of right next to the front door. So that way, if they want it to be a laundry room, they could still utilize it as just a room. So that door could be open. I was envisioning more of like a pocket door situation because I think that would be the most functional for them. And there's plenty of space in that wall to be able to hide the door. And so having that extra space right in front of the washer and dryer would allow for them to seamlessly do the laundry without having to be stuck right in front of it and be cramped. So this way they didn't have to move anything with their washer and dryer, and then it also created some more wall space for them to have more storage if they wanted a mudroom. They were kind of going back and forth between wanting a mudroom and wanting like an office or a study space. I thought this was a decent option and something that they could easily transform into more of an office area if they really wanted it to be like a dual space. And then this other bedroom I made with more of like a standard size closet, and it would be a slightly smaller bedroom. I reoriented where the beds were in each of these rooms. Option number 2 is slightly different. So again, I addressed shortening that hallway so they could better utilize the space. So now you enter through where that closet used to be. So when you enter the room, you're going to be looking straight at a window, which is really nice, and it could let the light go all the way through the hallway. So you have a bunch of additional space in the bedroom here. The closet size is more of a normal size closet, and I think that was the main deterrent of this floor plan for them. I would have loved to extend the closet all the way down so it'd be additional room, but it was kind of straddling the fourth window on that wall. So I was trying to make it so they could utilize all of those windows, and that wasn't really the case, which is why I had to kind of make that extra niche area in that bottom bedroom. And then I decided to take off the wall of the laundry room in this iteration and just do lockers. So again, kind of like a mudroom type of situation for them. It'd be more of that open concept space of a laundry space instead of a laundry room that she was kind of thinking of. And then space number 3 is a slight iteration from number 2, where instead of using a bunch of the room for that bottom room, I kind of cut into the room a little bit and use it as like a study space. So having a built-in desk, so right when you walk into that hallway from the main side of the house, that would be the study area with the built-in desk. So it just cuts into the room space of that bottom room a little bit more, because it is a pretty large room. I put the wall back in the laundry room to make it closer to the first iteration. So I sent her over these 3 different iterations and she seemed really excited about them. She loved how number 3 made sense of the weird window. I think she meant number 2. No, number 1. She liked how the window was in the closet and that the entrance of the bedroom was somewhere else. She was so sweet. Your brain is magic. I miss chatting with you. So that was me addressing my hairstylist slash client slash friend, kind of like new renovation slash garage conversion to accommodate her growing family. They're still in the process of doing the full renovation, so I don't have any updates, or if I end up getting some updates between now and when I post, I'll insert some here for you. But yeah, I was happy to make this space a little bit more functional for them, and I'm really excited to see what elements of these iterations that they end up going with. If you're struggling with your own design dilemmas, I love having these like super quick like consultations that are super casual where I can provide solutions really quickly and they're like a big impact for folks. I'd love to help you or others who are experiencing something like this. I know interior design can be really big and intimidating and feel like you need one whole huge project. And I really kind of want to break that down in 2025 and start offering more things to help people make interior design a little bit more accessible. So I'm wanting to do a lot of these smaller projects this year. So if you want to go to my website at Habitat Interiors Co., you can find it in the description. Go ahead and book a consultation with me or a virtual house call, and we can address these situations together and get some quick solutions for you. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. That way you can see more design dilemmas being solved. I'm really curious, what is the weirdest space that you've tried to design? Let me know in the comments. Also, I have a little bit of a sneak peek behind me. In 2 weeks, I will be coming out with my video all about how I selected this couch and all of the different design steps and considerations I made when selecting this couch. So be on the lookout for that. I'm super excited to share that video with you all. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next week.